This is Jay with Sugar Hill Sway. Dig this intro from the belly of the beast. Alright y'all, I'm in one of our pieces of equipment in here, and I have got to get this assembly out. I'm about as deep inside this bagger as you can get. I'm done with the other piece of equipment. Now this piece of equipment, I gotta pull this out, change the chains on it, put it back in. I can't remember when the last time I had so much fun. It's just, this is top 10 on my bucket list at least. Yeah. That's a pain in my butt, is what it is. But we're gonna get it out one way or the other. Alright, I got it disconnected. Heavy sucker right there, buddy. I got it disconnected. Now all we gotta do is get a forklift over here and slide it out and set it on some sawhorses so I can work on these chains and stuff. And get all them chains replaced. Get it calibrated and set up and get the timing set right in it, and she ought to be like a brand new one. Alright, we got her out of there. That was a booger. I'm a mother to get out of there. But I got it off. I got it out here where I can work on it now. Gotta change all these chains. Clean up all that mess. Put it back in there. Alright, got all the chains changed out on it. Got the timing set. Got the tension right. It's looking good. Now I get to put it back in. Oh. Alright, y'all. I'm heading home. Excuse me. I coughed into my hand. Oh my gosh. I wonder if I touch anything else. Hold on. Oh, yeah, we go. Wait a minute. I coughed into my hand. See, now I gotta sterilize the bottle that the thing come out of, because I had contaminant on my hand and I touched the bottle that the hand sanitizer was on. And at the same time I touched my wheel. My wheel's infected. It's contaminated. Gosh, I don't know what I'm doing. See, now I'm contaminated again because I touched the wheel that I touched before I had sanitized my hands. Now my wheel's contaminated. I don't know what in the world I'm going to do. So anyway, I was just in Walmart, which is a germ fest in the first place. I was just in Walmart, and I was over there in the food aisle, in the food section. I'm sure everybody's familiar with the layout of Walmart, these big super centers where they got probably 2/3 of it is, or 1/3 of it is like groceries, and the other 2/3 of the store is something else. Well, if not more, maybe 75-25. Let's say I touched my eyes with my infected hand that I touched the steering wheel with before I sanitized my hands. So I was over there in the grocery section, and there's this lady with these two kids. One of them was, a little boy, and the other one was a girl, probably, I don't know, 8 or 10 years old. And the girl was walking around. She had this frisbee in her hand, and there's one of these little electrical light up frisbees or something. You shake it, it turns all different colors and stuff. See, I touched my nose now with my infected hands. Even though I touched the sanitizer, I touched I touched the steering wheel before I used the hand sanitizer. I touched my steering wheel again afterwards, and I touched my nose. See, I did it again. I'm like triple. I've spread germs myself 3 times already. Anyway, so I was gonna have to sneeze. Anyway, trying to sneeze. No, I'm not. I'd have to pull over and go through decon if I sneezed. I'd have to open all the windows and doors and drive through a car wash. See, look. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might as well just go and admit myself to the hospital. She had this Frisbee, and she's over there in the grocery section. Now, that Frisbee ain't nowhere near the toy section or the sporting goods section or whatever section she's got. We talking about way on the other side of the doggone store. And she had this thing. She's shaking it, playing it with it. And every time she does that, lights light up, little ding-dongs and music comes on all over the place. Finally, the mama just turned around and tells us, put that thing down. And what does the little girl do? She puts it down right in the middle of the aisle on the floor and leaves it there. Right in the middle of the aisle on the floor. And it's sitting there, everybody walks by it, looks at it like it's, a briefcase with some C4 in it. Because they don't know what the deal is, why it's sitting right in the middle of the aisle on the floor. And all you gotta do, some other youngin' comes by and taps at it or kicks at it, it lights up and goes dinging again. I ain't seen nobody pick it up. I sure didn't pick it up. I don't know where she's been doing that thing. She could have been licking it for all I know. But as far as I know, next time I come back to Walmart, I'm gonna walk through there and I'm gonna see if it's still there. That's the highlight of my day. Something to look forward to anyway. I love to watch this dog run. Of course, she's got some business she got to take care of. Ain't that nice? I turned the camera on and she's dropping her deuce. Thanks, Prissy. I'm sure all your fans would like that. Both of them. Alright, I gotta tell her we're gonna turn right. She waits right here for us. Hey! Going this way. Here she come. Watch her. She's so happy. I just love to watch her run out here in this open field. Alright, this is what my Saturday is spent doing. Cutting down limbs, cutting down trees. Some pretty lilies right there, though. How long have you planted them lilies? 20 years ago. 20 years ago. It wasn't long after we moved out here. Some pretty lilies. Y'all, look at this dog chasing the water. What you gonna do with it, Weezy? Don't swallow it. She swallowed too much water. She's probably got a belly full of gas. Got that old evil eye. at her. This is like the most active she's been in like months. Yep, she's wearing down a little bit, Mama.
I know.
Man, it came a rain down in here yesterday. I'm telling you what. Okay, this is the little creek. I'm sure it's washed out pretty good. Rain. I bet we got an inch and a half of rain yesterday afternoon in just a span of a few minutes. Alright, let's go see what we got. Alright, y'all, I'm over here by myself right now. Gonna go check on these two cameras. Feels weird being over here by myself. We cut that tree down this morning. We cut it up and hauled it off, me and my wife and my son. And it about got us. It about whooped us. So they're at home, they ain't messing with this mess today. So, feels a little weird being over here by myself, but I can move a little faster, but it still feels a little weird. So, let's go see what we got. There's still a good bit of corn in this milk jug here. These guys over here don't seem as resourceful as the other ones that I've been messing with. There's the camera right in front of me there. So I brought these ones with that's clear so they can see the corn in it instead of the milk jug. And something's been, I mean, rope is tight, so there's something been messing with it. I just don't know what. No, but I brought these clear ones so they could actually see the corn in it. So I'm gonna put them out and take up the corn jug here. All right, I just took the corn that was in the milk jug and just poured it out right here. Dumped some cat food right there to broth something, whatever. And there's the clear plastic jug right there. Got a new card in the camera. It's on to the next site. All right, here's the last location. That's not exactly how I left this jug. It's been caved in and kicked around, which is exactly what I was looking for. I know there's some action over here. So I'm anxious to see what's on that little camera right there. That has been beat up pretty good. So I'll change that sucker out, put another card in the camera, and I'm be anxious to see what's on that camera. I put my jug of clear corn out here, and I'll be able to see it a little bit better. Right. Y'all, I picked up that darn last jug that was deformed. You got that stuff, yeah. And I picked it up, it was covered in ants, and I didn't realize it. I shouldn't say covered. The ants were all on the inside. When I picked it up and didn't realize the ants were coming out, and they tore my hands up. They weren't fire ants. They're just these little regular ants, I guess. They tore my hand up, and then as I was dropping the cat food, I cut my finger on the lid. So I'm getting out back here before something else bad happens. Oh, me oh me. All right, I got those cameras put out. What is that shaking back there? Oh, my Blue Death. I got the darn cameras put out, corn put out, cat food left. I put out come back to one of these cameras over here that's on this side of the creek, and one that's got to have a little bit of action on it, I believe. And I put some cat food out yesterday over there, but it come a gully washer, and I think yesterday, and I think it kind of washed away the cat food. So I got me some strawberry sauce. Get out of here. Got me some strawberry syrup and spread it over there where it was at. And I got this little camera over here that I hadn't seen much action at all at. I put some out here one time before and got a good little bit of action, but I haven't got any action past couple of days. I had had one coon, and that's about it. So I'm gonna spread some strawberry syrup over here, see if we can get something there. And if I don't have anything on it this time next week, I'll probably move this sucker. Yeah, I'll probably move it because it's in a good spot, I think. It's just, I don't know. We'll just have to see. Okay, we got a lot of trail cam videos to get through, so pretty good healthy chunk of videos. So let's get to them. Okay, we're gonna start it off here with a little armadillo passing through the camera. This is the location I call location B. It's the second location. Here's a little deer popping up here. This location, if you can see in the background, right in front of where the deer is standing, right over his hip now, you can see there's a gopher. I started to move this camera to where it shows more of see the pole in the middle? I started to move it to where it shows that pole better in the middle, but if I'd have done that, I'd have missed out on some stuff here. I'd have missed out on some of the stuff that's actually closer to the camera, so I'm glad I didn't. Of course, there's a little rabbit right there. We got a real goofball coming up next, though. See, if I'd have had it up showing more of the post, then I would have missed out on the turkey. What I may do is move the post closer to the camera. This is location C. This is the third location. This is a little bit further away. All these locations are way back in the woods, way back in the middle of nowhere. That's just a little trail behind it. I mentioned that in the last video. That little four-wheeler trail and UTV trail, and you got some rabbits right here. But rabbits are a little interested in the corn too. They ain't prejudiced against the corn. Here's some more rabbits. The one weird thing is, the last trail camera video that I had put up was slam full of coons. Every time you turn around, there's some coons. This week, I didn't see not the first coon. Seen a lot of deer, seen a ton of rabbits. I guess the rabbits took the place of the coons. That's a pretty doe right there. Or is that a doe? I can't really tell. Looks like a doe. That's a pretty deer right there. No, it's probably a little buck. But I was kind of curious about that camera, that red light. See, we're able to see the camera itself picks up that infrared light, and that's how it's able to actually see in the dark. But the animals themselves can't see the way we're seeing right now. I mean, they're still in the dark. All that infrared camera does is it picks up the infrared light that the camera itself puts out. And here comes a couple of... See that rabbit? They're not really sure what that was, so it spooked them a little bit. If they'd have known it was a rabbit in the woods, in front of them, they might not have gotten spooked as easy. But again, like last week, I was talking about how nice it is or how cool it is to see different, animals engaging with one another and reacting with each other. But like right here, it's a completely different day here, and Still got rabbits going to the same location, because I know they're eating a little bit of that corn, but they ain't eating a whole lot. Let's see, that's a pretty cardinal. Cardinal's going to come over here and see if there's any broken up corn it can get. And of course, you got a little rabbit off there to the left too. See what I mean about the rabbits and the coons? No coons. Not one coon at all. But a ton of rabbits. This is the third location. I mean the fourth location. It's location, what I call location D. It started off with a little possum walking away. This is actually a very good location. I mean, it's extremely good location. Here comes the old deer coming out of the background there. This is, on this particular video, on this particular spot anyway, I had over 330 something videos in a week's time. That's a pretty deer right there. It's got this old summer coat coming on. Now that jug of corn that's right down there, they figure out how to get that corn out of there in this video. Last video they were kind of leery of it, but they done figured it out. You see that deer in the upper left hand corner that just passed by? In the upper left hand corner, you can see that's a trail. That's where they predominantly come in from. Most of them are coming in from either that area or from the left. You don't rarely see one coming in from the right there. Here's two pretty deer. I like these videos during the daytime because you can actually see real well in color and all the vibrance, and that's a good camera. That's a 16 megapixel camera. That's a nice camera. That's a real good camera. I'm real pleased with that one. These are these Wildman or Wildlife. This is a, gosh, I can't remember the model it is, but all those Wildman cameras are real good. I got 3 of them over there, and they're all 3 of them really good. But that's an excellent picture. I like this. I like that camera a lot. See him starting to be able to move that jug, and some corn comes out. Of course, naturally they're paranoid as can be, but eventually they'll get used to that corn being there, and they're already used to the environment right now. But they'll get used to the corn being there and everything, and they'll quit paying attention to what's going on like they should. And you just about walk up on them. See him hit that jug right there and have some corn pop out. Now I replaced that milk jug with just a clear plastic jug that had the hole cut out in the side instead of on the end there, with just the end. That's a pretty little buck popping out on us. I got several videos in here of them actually hitting that jug and making the corn come out. But that ain't what's so special about this one. That's a darn spider crawling over the lens of the camera. My wife saw that, she'd freak out. See him hitting the jug, making and it ain't pouring out a lot of corn. It's just knocking out just, whatever's right there. Look at them eyes. See my eyes? She got them Betty Davis eyes. Alright, let's count them. 1, 2, 3. 3. Okay, maybe just still 3. There's one in here. I thought there was 4, but I know. I want you all to look at this. This is hilarious right here to me. Look out. Boom. There they go. They spook themselves. They're so stinking paranoid, they spook themselves. Oh, and it wasn't nothing external. It's just they hit that little jug and it made that little rattling sound with the corn in the jug. And it spooked them so bad they got ran off by the corn. I heard a cat. no idea. It's always fun to watch them actually kind of do. See, now deer is selfish too. They're like a cow. They got something to eat right there. They're just selfish as can be. They don't want nobody else coming around. They want all they can get. Now these two, they'll go to fighting and swinging here in just a minute. Sorry, I had to get a darn cat. Fell off back there behind something. Look, all she gotta do is throw that fist out there and he run away. I said, come on, man, let me have something. I just want something. Get your tail out of here. I ain't telling you no more. There's a little bunny rabbit. Stroke him and hug him and love him and call him George. Look at him. Look, get your tail out of here. I done told you not to come over here. Look. Got that leg popped up. He fitting to go swinging. Or she is. Get. I ain't telling you no more. Get. It's in my corn. All she had to do is raise that leg up that time. Look, watch. Get tail out of here. I think you finally got the lesson after this one. They finally learned the lesson. So I don't know, it look like he's coming back. There's some more during the day. Shoot, this is what? I can't tell what time of day it is. It's in the afternoon. Later in the evening time, or later in the afternoon, I think. Sitting here looking at the shadows. It's got to be kind of later in the afternoon, but not too much. I can't really see the time down there on my camera there. There's just some more good pictures of these pretty deer. It's a little buck right here in front of us. There's a possum. Looking for grub worms. And ticks. Y'all know possums eat ticks? Eat the fire out of them. That's what I call them, tick eaters. Look at these armadillos. There you are. Where you going? Come on back here, baby. Don't be running away from me. Get away, your breath stink. There's another little bunny rabbit coming up to the corn. He didn't want none of that corn, I don't reckon. And that's going to be about it. I hope y'all enjoyed those videos. That's going to do it for this week. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Those trail cam videos are always fun to make because you never know what you're going to get from week to week. Want to wish everybody a happy Memorial Day. We want to remember all those who have gave the ultimate sacrifice for our country, for us. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. We'll have a new shop time video tomorrow night. Same bat time, same bat channel. Thanks.